Welcome to the Off-Grid Family Homestead, where life continues to be as peaceful as always. Now that summer has arrived, we've turned our attention to growing food outside.
And that one, that one's not top. That one's really good. One there. That one there. Albie.
I don't know what these weather people are talking about when they say it's been the hottest spring on record, because it's really been cool. It's rained all day today, got slugs and snails everywhere. It's not the sort of weather you'd put down as being really hot. It's not been even that muggy. It's been quite cold. I've known some really hot dry springs and this isn't one of them, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but locally it's been cooler. And it's not been a very good year for our soft fruit and stuff like that. We've got soft fruit here. It's doing dreadfully. Everything's just sunk in the ground. It's been so wet this year, and I think they've got a slight yellowing, and the fruit isn't ripening. It's not been hot enough. It's not, they don't like to be dry, but they like to be on a raised bed. They're too wet in the ground. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So we're not doing very well on that front. I've got loads of little green ones, and nothing's really ripening. So that's the worst it's been for 2 years, because 2 years before we've had good raspberries. These have been rubbish. Strawberries are getting quite a few of them, but they're rotting as well. There's quite a few rotten ones in amongst them. They've got straw down and they've got a cover over there, but the straw's not even enough to keep them dry because it keeps raining every day, so they're rotting on the straw. I think next year I might have to try putting them on like a raised bed. They bank them up like they do with potatoes sometimes. That might be something to try for these wet seasons. But obviously some things doing really well. Potatoes, love it. And what they don't show on a lot of these gardening programmes, when you look on like TikTok and you see these lovely gardens that have got fruit and veg everywhere that's all organic, they must remove all the sheets and netting, because if you see here, I've got netting over everything, and really it just looks like a shanty town for vegetables. That's what you end up with. Netted everything. And it's you get the predators in. Yeah, some years you get your predators in, and some years they go, it's too bloody wet to come out today, like they have done this year. We've had to net so many things, so you're getting the pigeons coming down and eating your brassicas, and they're a nuisance. And you get your white butterfly laying everywhere, its eggs everywhere, and they're eating your brassicas and stuff. Your cabbage white, and then you've got rabbits. You've got to fence everything. Then you get whitefly later on in the year, and just pests everywhere. Absolutely crazy. So I do wonder how much, titivating goes in before people show you the honest article. Or maybe they just don't have any pests at all.
Look at this one, Mummy.
Oh my days, I think you win for the biggest one. That's huge. Well done, Grace.
We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. That this plays on. Do you feel that we got something strong?
We definitely lost a few of these along the way, but we like to involve the children as much as possible. We tend to find if they've been involved in harvesting something, they're more likely to eat it once it's on their plate. We blanched the beans and then stored them in the freezer.
So back in early March, I spent quite a lot of money on wildflower seed for around the edge of this pond. And I got some that was for right on the pond edge, for some really wet ground, and for some on the bank for drier stuff, you know, cornflowers. There was some yellow rattle and wild grass in there. Yellow rattle is parasitic on grass to control the grass from getting out of hand. But little did I know that we were going to have a ridiculous rabbit season where there's going to be just rabbits everywhere. And they've just kept it cut real low. I haven't had to cut the grass around here, and the only thing that's doing well is prickly weeds that they don't like. So all those nice things look like they've just been destroyed. So this was meant to be all green. With flowers. And bees and butterflies. I need to get my gun working.
This is the project that almost broke us last year. Installing a water reservoir to ensure our water security. Thanks to the huge amount of rain during winter, it's filled up nicely, and now our next job is to finish the jetty. Fraser's parents have kindly given us the boards from their old decking, and now it's a case of preparing the wood for the build.
So the plan is, I'm going to jet wash this decking off, cut the rotten ends off of it, use the smooth side to walk on, and I'm going to paint it both sides with an anti-slip paint.
And you've ordered black
Yeah,
to go with all our grass.
because it's going to make the grass and the flowers really pop.
The grass we don't have.
That's the one.
Take me to the ruins, aquifers and springs, baby ferns uncurling, every living thing. Be to me a mother, both hands on the wheel. Show me faded color, fields of chamomile. All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it.
Right, so the hammer, say you got a screw, and so if you had a screw hanging out, see there's been some screws in here. What you do is if there was any head left on them, you bang them back through, and then you use the claw to go like that, and when you've got something there, it grabs it and you can pull it out.
Oh.
Yeah? It's a claw hammer. But you've got to be careful because it can hurt you, because it's heavy.
Okay.
Hurt your fingers or hit yourself in the head with that, it will hurt. But there's nothing there to hammer at the minute, so...
One of the things we find hardest is prioritising what we need to do next on our to-do list. The polytunnel still needs weeding, there's grass that needs to be cut, and there's a ton of housework to do. But sometimes we find that doing a project like the jetty gives us a bit of a boost, as we're making progress and moving forward rather than just maintaining something we've already done. We're really looking forward to sitting on the jetty and enjoying the view, even if we haven't quite got it looking how we want yet.
I heard an interesting story the other day about a man who built a garden. He spent his life actually building this garden, and on his deathbed he said to his children, right, it's your turn now to look after the garden, I pass it on to you. And they said, well, why would we want to do that? You never let us in it. So it highlighted for me how important it is that the children are involved in what we do, so that they understand why we spend so much of our spare time on all these projects. When I'm gone, I don't want them to resent this place because it took up all my time. I want them to think of it as the place we built together.